what are some tools that typically for starters, let's say someone who's just starting out,
First of all, we need to look into the process, complete process.
do you think optimizing on cost is the right?
लोग यही गड़बड़ करते हैं. They go in for cost cutting when it is not required.
Anyone who's completed their CA or is very early in their stage, क्या advice दीजिएगा that will help their career grow, that will help them career wise?
First thing is I would always advise कि भाई be firm on your idea, and I hope that idea is taking care of the pain which existed. If you believe on your idea, automatically lot of empathy level parts are also being taken care of. You're good, Anurag. I have trained you in 45 minutes, so I think the book will do wonders.
So that's the idea. That's the idea. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Execution Show. Today we have yet another guest, and today's session is going to be super fun, super fun. Today we'll talk about how to use cost accounting in your business and how to benefit from the same. Cost accounting is a magic tool, if used properly in your business, can completely transform your P&L and the quality and health of your profit loss. So to do that, today we have with us CA Anu Agarwal. Welcome, ma'am. To quickly introduce ma'am, CA Institute recognizes her as one of the best teachers in this subject, in the subject of cost accounting. She has trained about 5,000 students so far, 5,000 CA students, ACCA students so far. And what her students tell us and tell her as well is, ma'am, we love the practical examples that you give in your subject. And we'll borrow and condense all of that, all of those stories, all of that learning, and talk today very, very execution oriented, how to build or how to benefit from cost accounting in your everyday life. So ma'am, to start off, let's, for our audience, what is cost accounting? Let's start as basic as.
Costing is a tool for pricing, and every organization, service work, manufacturing or any needs to position themselves, and for positioning, the right pricing is very important. And for right pricing, right costing is the mantra.
So what you say is essentially costing comes down to pricing.
Yeah, well, you need to price a product. तो उसकी cost तो बराबर होनी चाहिए.
Got it. So let's just come back. Ma'am. Let's again take another cost accounting. As simple as possible, ही क्या होता है? Let's say I'm going to explain to my dad. I'm sure they use it every day in their business from a understanding perspective. But होता क्या है? Like how would do to explain them?
Okay. So let me say now, for understanding, it's divided into a good-oriented company, or a company which delivers goods or manufactures goods, or a company which is into service. Now, talking about your organization, it's a service industry. Now, let's say whatever expenses are being incurred to run this business, right? We in costing call them overheads, which can be fixed, which can be variable. You add up all those expenses, and let's say you need to find out that, okay, what is the cost? Let's say you are a consultant, and what is the cost per hour if you just calculate? And say you, in a year, you are, the expenditure is 3,60,000, and the number of hours you're putting in is 36,000 hours. So if you say the cost per hour is 10 rupees per hour, now this is wrong. Why? Because you're a consultant. The question is, in 1 hour, your time is being consumed by, let's say, 2 customers. Then I need to find out the cost per customer per hour. So that's what costing actually helps for you to understand, that how to cost a particular product. जब तक costing सही नहीं होगी, आगे आप उसमें profit कैसे add करोगे? If I talk about as simple as this water bottle, if I want to find out that I'm operating, let's say, I'm a price taker. मैं ऐसे competition में, ऐसे market में operate कर रही हूँ जहाँ पे, let's say, the price I cannot sell this bottle for more than 10 rupees. I know the price. Now I need to work back. If I need 2 rupees of profit, that means the cost has to be 8 rupees. Now the cost consists of material and labor, which is non-negotiable kind of a thing that itna hi lagega, whatever. But what about the overheads? The overheads, the expenses, how do you absorb it? No, there can be as simple as that. I come across businesses wherein a wrong costing has actually made them just get wiped out of the business altogether. It's as simple as that. आप एक 3 प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते हो एक साथ और आपने क्या कर दिया, कॉस्टिंग जो ओवरहेड एक्सपेंसेस हैं उनको डिवाइडेड बाय मशीन आवर रेट या ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्राइम कॉस्ट निकाल दिया और हर प्रोडक्ट पे उसी बेसिस पे अब्जॉर्ब कर दिया. तो जो गुड वो सर्विसेज या वो खर्चे अब्जॉर्ब ही नहीं करने चाहिए थे, आपने वो भी अब्जॉर्ब कर दिए. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज यू आर either over costing a product or under costing a product, leading to wrong costing and ultimately leading to wrong pricing, and ultimately leading to wrong decision making. You will realize that, okay, I don't need this product, jabki that product may be a very good product that is actually giving you profits. So wrong costing can lead to disasters. So for me, or for anybody, for any businessman, any startup, any student, you need to understand that costing is all about absorption of expenses. How do you do that? What are the ways? And then lots and tools are there in costing which helps us to take up a lot of decisions. So that's what cost is.
You have quite a detailed answer to it. You use a lot of technical terms, ma'am. I think let's break down those technical terms one by one before we get to a little bit of more of execution side of things. So, let me just ask these technical terms जो आपने mention किया. You mentioned something called as prime cost.
Prime cost. Prime cost is like the direct cost. If I'm talking about this bottle, then the prime cost of this bottle is the direct cost would be the material cost, the labor cost, and the direct expense. Now, what do you mean by a direct expense? अब ये product या इसका material has to be bought in the factory. Now that expense, अगर मैं accounting point of view से जाए, तो that freight expense will be treated as an expenditure, carriage inward. But that carriage inward is a direct expense to bring the material inside the factory. So the prime cost of this product will include the material, the labor, and those direct. That's the prime cost.
So when you say prime cost, anything that directly contributes to that making without any fixed expenses.
Fixed and variable both. When I say direct expense, it means the expense which is essential to may bring that, let's say, material. जैसे मैंने carriage inward for example दिया. Carriage inward is an expense, but बिना carriage inward खर्च किए material नहीं आएगा.
Got it.
तो वो direct expense है for this particular product. That's a prime.
Got it. Next question, ma'am. You also use the term, lot of times use the term absorb. So if you can explain what exactly absorb means in the world of costing. So, be a good point.
See, this is the whole thing जिसकी वजह से students परेशान रहते हैं. So मैं बहुत simple ढंग से इसको अगर बोलूँ, ये जो good ये bottle का price, let's say 10 rupees, इसकी costing 7 rupees है. अब इस 7 rupees की costing में क्या क्या खर्चे? एक material का, एक labor का खर्चा और बाकी जितने खर्चे चाहे वो फैक्ट्री में हुए हो या they have been done at the administration end or for selling this particular thing. So there are a variety of externals, fixed or variable. Now all these expenses need to be charged on these goods, and for that we use the technique of absorption costing. We can use it in a traditional way, in a basis, or we can apply ABC cost in order to find out the correct cost. So absorption means charge करना. तो मेरी मशीन की कैपेसिटी हो सकता है 1 लाख यूनिट्स की हो. So if I absorb all these expenses on 1 lakh units, I may undercost a good. If I will never be able to produce and sell more than 75,000 units, then dividing the cost over 1 lakh units is useless. So we need to tell the student that, or anybody, that you need to divide or absorb these expenses on those normal units so that you get the right cost.
Got it.
That's absorbing.
Got it. So, ठीक है. So I get these terms that are the terms that at least raised questions. Now, given now that you understand what exactly is costing, what are some, let's say let's say take case of Zebra. For example, we are a young company, we are about 4 years old. And what are some tools that typically for starters, let's say someone who's just starting out, or starting out from a more, and I would, for example, for us, I would love to work more on the cost control side. I would love to, because what happens is while growing your business, you kind of, this seems a little more, unless there is a problem, your attention does not comes to it, but in the off office hours, it does not your prime focus during working hours, effort wise. So now I understand what exactly cost accounting is. So, ma'am, now for someone who's an early business, let's say 2-3 years old, and would like to more consciously build systems to control or understand their costs, what would be some tools that you would say they should start using? What would be some techniques that they should start thinking in the direction of?
Okay. So, first of all, we need to look into the process, complete process of, if you've taken up the example of Zebra Learn, if you need to understand how do I go in by rate costing, you should first define the process step by step. That okay, from the very inception stage, when you get out with an idea, तो you need to understand कि भाई ये idea है, हो सकता है कि commercialize हो या ना हो, तो you should apply the concept of relevant costing. But as far as you guys are concerned, you're doing a brilliant job, beautiful office, but the book जो आप बनाना चाह रहे हो, doing a beautiful work actually. So you need to एक step कि क्या ये चीज़ ज़रूरत है, क्या can I do away with it, क्या इसके बिना भी ये चीज़ हो सकती थी. That is the first step towards starting of the product to end of the product होने तक आपके जो भी processes हैं, जैसे book start करना है तो from the concept of an idea कि book किससे लिखवानी है, क्या इतना ज़रूरी है, क्या ये process ज़रूरी है, क्या ये writing है, वो processes आपको पता होंगे, right? वो processes आपको workout करने, उसमें से जो चीज़ ज़रूरत नहीं है उसको एक्चुअली स्क्रैप आउट करना है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें एक्चुअली स्क्रैप आउट हो सकती हैं. जैसे टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, मेरे अकॉर्डिंग लाइक यू गाइज हैव बीन, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दिस, यू डोंट टेक इट अप, यू गाइज हैव बीन वेरी वेरी नाइस टू मी सिंस आई हैव कम डाउन. आई मतलब, बट आई फील अ वेरी स्मॉल एक्सपेंडिचर, विच इज़ वेरी स्मॉल बट इट्स जस्ट टू टेल यू, जैसे टैक्सी का एक्सपेंडिचर. I am not using the taxi for the whole day because I'm in the office, right? But you must be paying to the taxi wala for the full day, right? Now, is it required? Right. This can be definitely saved. So you need to work on cost reduction. Cost reduction means ये ज़रूरत ही नहीं है तो उसको cut down करो. और cost control is, it should be a real time process wherein you should look into the each and every process कि इससे सामने वाले को, अभी आप टैक्सी मेरे को सुबह और शाम, हाजिर मेरा जो हैप्पीनेस लेवल है उतना ही नहीं है because I'm being provided for the taxi. But as far as you're concerned, you are paying for those hours which when the taxi is not being used. उसकी जगह वो ना कर सकते थे, आने के वक्त भी जाने. So on this costing, जब वो कॉस्टिंग दिमाग में बैठ जाती है ना, तो बहुत छोटे छोटे प्रोसेसेस को हम देखने लगते हैं, ऑब्जॉर्व करने लगते हैं और वर्कआउट करने. ये मैंने छोटा सा समझाया था. So can be many.
So what I get from this is the very first step, and you answered the next question that I was coming to. The very first step towards costing is your process breakdown.
100%.
It's your process. And the challenge with many young businesses is that the process is very owner or entrepreneur centric, or the process is not defined, and people forget to count cost of their time. That is so because if I am working somewhere and it just I can work 3 hours and get something done, that's a cost to the company, and that's something that I also took a while to realize. कि अगर मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ कुछ, even if I'm idling away that time somewhere else, that is a cost to the company because I only have, let's say, 16, 15, 14, whatever hours in a day. First step that I get from this again, coming back, is the process breakdown.
Yes.
How to, and you very rightly said, or you pointed out, let's say the taxi. Uh, and I also have a follow-up question there, which is a little more on the mindset side, because cost control is often confused in my head with cost reduction, or the other way around. When we are saying cost control, we as a business for Zebra, for example, we don't necessarily try to buy or go for the cheapest resource out there. We will ensure quality at almost every cost. So in that case, do you think optimizing on cost is the right?
Then that is where the confusion is. You need not compromise on the quality, you may need not compromise on the right resource, and you need to pay the resource जितना
Exactly.
होना चाहिए. But
Exactly.
you also need to understand, when I say cost control, मैंने एक happiness word use किया था कि अगर मेरे को सुबह टैक्सी लेकर आती है, शाम को टैक्सी ड्रॉप करती है, आई एम इक्वली हैप्पी. टैक्सी नीचे खड़ी है कि नहीं खड़ी है, it is not actually adding to my happiness quotient. Similarly, at Zebra Learn, if you are in, you should never compromise on the quality, because your business, लोग यही गड़बड़ करते हैं. They go in for cost cutting when it is not required. Cost control means you should see to it that you do not demotivate your employees. You do not reach up to a situation wherein like ये क्या हो रहा है. You should not resort to cost reduction. You should go in for cost control. You should find out ways that how the benefit achieved will be still same, but the expenses will come. Like, for example, I have seen the people are, again, Zebra Learn ka example. I really like the way you people are all having lunch, right? Now the people, there is a auntie, which I understood, right, who is making food and giving it for them. Now, look at this. One option is आप बाहर से किसी को बोल सकते थे कि तुम जोमेटो से खाना मंगा सकते हो, या उसको लंच अलाउंस दे सकते थे. अब usually a person who has come down here and is wanting to work in this organization is looking for. I was looking at the plate. It had good dal, it had a nice sabji, roti, rice, everything. And that was being given by the employee itself of your organization only, जो pantry संभाल रहा. तो वो बंदी भी happy है. Cost definitely उसका कम है. हेल्दी फूड मिल रहा है. अनजाने में आपने कॉस्ट कंट्रोल करनी है. नहीं तो आपको अगर उसको 100 रुपये आप देते नहीं, उसको बर्गर भी नहीं देते, वो दुखी में रहता. आपके अकॉर्डिंग आपका पैसा पे आउट. बट एट द सेम टाइम ये 40 रुपये में थाली मिल रही है, आंटी जी को रेवेन्यू आ रहा है, ये जो एम्प्लॉय है वो हैप्पी है. दिस इज कॉस्ट. यू नीड टू लुक इनटू द प्रोसेसेस एट हाउ वी कैन एक्चुअली do away with something which is not required. There it has to be a reduction. But where there is an over expenditure which is not required, that needs to be controlled.
Got it. I also have this question, and now given the two examples that we've taken, often what happens is, and I have faced this, I believe others would have also, कि cost control generally, when you go about controlling cost, there is so much cost that you can save on the periphery of the core product. मतलब आप ऑफिस का शायद कई बार छोटे छोटे बिजली बिल्स पे आप ऑप्टिमाइज कर सकते हैं, the electricity bills, the all this logistics bills, all the overheads that you save, which does save the like last some few percentage points. But at the core, if you can save costs on your core product, core offering, and not save costs but control costs, because I think that's where the real delta is from a business perspective, on the impact perspective. How do you see this statement?
First of all, मुझे लगता है मुझे completely I have not understood the whole question, but what I'm trying to say is, nowhere, Anurag, I'm asking you to compromise on the quality of that, first of all. If as certain thing, that is what we teach in costing, is that you need to understand something called as normal loss and abnormal loss.
Okay.
Normal loss is acceptable. So there has to be an acceptable limit set for anything. For example, if somebody is working in the office, it is acceptable that nobody will be working from 10 to 6. There has to be a tea break, there has to be a coffee break, there has to be a lunch break. That means if a person is supposed to work for 8 hours, he'll be working only for 6.5 hours. 1.5 hours is acceptable. But more than 1.5 hours is not acceptable, right? So that needs to be costed and that needs to be accounted, because then how will you identify this person is more efficient? Because you may find out that somebody is only on work at 2 hours, but I cannot do away with that person because वो 2 घंटे में 15 घंटे का काम कर रहा है. वो भले ही idling कर रहा है, but हम फिर भी उसको पैसे देंगे because the opportunity benefit which I'm deriving from this gentleman, even if he's idling around, is making a lot of sense for me. On the other hand, there is somebody, the set of employees, whoever it is, they're okay people. They are working, they're producing results which they should have standardly produced some at least 5 units, let me put it like this, or 5 hours of real work they should have produced, but they're producing only 3 hours of work. Now that's where you need to question the boss who's actually handling the. So costing tells you about how to identify efficiencies, how to identify the right person. It talks about even situations wherein you can actually work out that how important your employee or that particular process is and how do you appreciate that and even make that person stand out and compliment him or her so that the others start working towards. लेकिन अगर हमारे पास कोई सिस्टम ही सेट नहीं हो जहाँ पर मैं ये चीज़ आइडेंटिफाई कर बिकॉज हमको कॉस्टिंग टूल्स ही नहीं पता है राइट. हम उसको कॉस्टिंग मतलब सिर्फ ये सब
umbrella, big word.
तो हम उससे भागते हैं. जैसे सीए का स्टूडेंट भी कॉस्टिंग की वजह से हम फेल होते हैं. कॉस्टिंग इज तुम उसको न्यूमेरिकली देखने के बजाय इस तरीके से समझो that till the time you don't understand those tools, how do you motivate an employee? How do you identify the good and bad? How do you do a lot of things?
Martin, got it. So far what you have done is cost control and cost reduction. These two need not be confused, should not be confused.
Should not.
Because, particularly for businesses like us, because हम लोग at Zebra we make books that are at least 4 to 5 times more expensive than other books that are being made.
But they are quality books.
Yeah, so and that is the old business. That is the old business. So if we try to bid for the cheapest editor out there, writer out there, our business will fall flat.
You should go.
Exactly. So coming back, ma'am. Coming to the initial question that I asked. First step that you said was build or identify your processes. Let me ask you, ma'am, how? Like let me put it this way. How should I go about identifying the processes? Can you take an example or anything? How do you go about identifying what are the different processes, and then we'll build. Then the next step can be or will be how do you identify the costing bit of at a different steps? But let's just let's just figure out first the processes.
See, I come from a service industry, so I'll talk about my teaching part, right? Otherwise, for manufacturing part, it is the processes are quite set and detailed. But when it comes down to service industry, actually there's more of problem. So if I talk about my setup, the biggest thing is how do we make a student walk into the organization? So one cost is the acquisition cost of the student. Then after the student walks into the organization, then his enrollment, from enrollment ke baad the teaching part, and after the teaching part is done, till the time the student writes the exam, the LP. Now what I need to bifurcate, now this is the process when a student walks in to the class. So from making the student walk into the classes to the time he gives the exam and clears. Now I need to break up on the expenses. That what are going to be my expenses? For my industry, the cost of acquisition of a student. So Google ad or advertising or LinkedIn, or whatever. I need to identify that set of costs because that's my major cost when it comes down to my industry because it's the highest cost of acquisition. My second cost is the faculty cost. Now there, I just need not talk about the fixed amount at which I'm paying them. I also need to see to it that how I motivate. Here costing comes in. That if I've got 10 employees, 10 teachers teaching up, and they are not being paid on hourly basis and they are on roll, how if a teacher is doing better and the students are passing more, I should have an incentive scheme, a good scheme to motivate them. That's also comes from costing. So the second expense is the faculty cost. Third cost would be my administration cost, right? From the books, printing to, giving it to the student. Third cost would be and this would also include the office boy or
The HR team.
Yes. And the last part would again be that, the problem solving. That is, after the teaching has been done, we have a session regarding that how students who are having a problem, they are being catered. So that's another expenditure. Besides this, during the year, to take students for a party or having an active students who have performed well, giving them gift. So I put in all my expenditures at one place. So I know this is going to be the expense. Then I look at it that which is the thing which I can optimize on. Because then only if a student walks in and says, I want to study costing from you, I can't arbitrarily tell a student that this is a cost I'm going to do. I need to know what is a normal people. So I need to know the right costing so that I can put the right price for my product.
Got it.
Right? क्या हम इतना आपको देंगे बाकी classes में नहीं. So this is the way you break the process, you break the cost.
So do you think, and we did this exercise internally, and again, do you think, ma'am, the right place to start about costing is the monthly ledgers that your organization has? Is that one place where to build the process, to understand the process, because there you will have all your expenses and everything listed down, maybe small, maybe large, but all the significant ones would be there in detail form.
100%. So the ops meeting, I think, which most of the organization, we also have that ops meeting, definitely has a detailed monthly profit and loss account, which is listing most of the expenditures.
The bigger ones.
The bigger ones or even the smaller ones. So we can actually have a look into it that ये expenditure है तो उससे benefit है कि नहीं. जैसे मैं एक बहुत छोटा सा example चीज़ बताती हूँ. जैसे I realized that I used to give a big certificate and all that student who is doing well and all, lot of expenditure. But then I realized student is very happy with, instead of that, if I just give one gram का gold coin और maybe 10 grams का silver coin, हाँ, उसको कुछ ज़रूरत नहीं है. हम इतना सारा पार्टी और सब कर रियलाइज हुआ उससे कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. बच्चे को तुम एक ऑफिस में एक उसका अच्छा वो पास हुआ, उसको ऑफिस में फ़ोटो खींच के देखा तो क्योंकि उसको पार्टी से मतलब ही नहीं. या स्टूडेंट को जॉब लग गया है, उसके पास टाइम ही नहीं है. उस पार्टी तो हमने रखी है जो बच्चे अचीवर्स हैं, बट उसमें अचीवर्स तो आ नहीं रहे, बाकी लोग आ रहे. But these are very small things on which we can actually rationalize, we can actually think. Again, I'm talking from a service industry point of view. Nowhere I am ever talking that you compromise on the quality. But we need to revisit our expenses. We need to look into the fact, और budgeting क्यों होती है कि कई बार हमारे जो standards ही fix होते हैं वही गलत होती है. वो इतने idealistic होते हैं, वो not achievable होते हैं. तो when you say costing, it's just not about material labor and absorbing of overheads. It's revisiting your expenses and identifying, can this be controlled? Should it be like this? Looking into the budgeting whole process. You do budget from the very start of the year. You need to look into it that ये जो budget हमने fix किया था ये quarterly, it's not feasible. Let's revisit. Set it again. It should be attainable. क्योंकि हमको कई बार realize नहीं होता कि हमने ऐसा budget दे दिया या ऐसे targets दे दिए, लोग demoralize हो रहे हैं, उनको हो ही नहीं रहा क्योंकि वो achievable ही नहीं है. तो ये सब हम this is what costing is all about. It's like, so आप HR पढ़ते हो बट HR relationship यहाँ है, budget तो आपने दिया है ना. We also, as you said, कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपकी इंडस्ट्री ऐसी है जहाँ पर एम्प्लॉय का इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं होना चाहिए तो बजटिंग शुड बी फ्रॉम टॉप टू डाउन, बिकॉज उनको इन्वॉल्व करने से टाइम वेस्टेड. बट आपका क्रिएटिव फील्ड है जहाँ पर आपको इनपुट चाहिए, यू शुड हैव अ पार्टिसिपेटिव काइंड ऑफ बजटिंग. सो ऑल दिस इज व्हाट कॉस्टिंग इज ऑल अबाउट. It's just not numbers.
Actually, that's what the general perception is. And again, those who are in the field or those who have gone through the training for the same, they might have access to the bigger picture. But in general, when someone is said, or someone like me is said costing, so I get in my head the Excel sheets and cost control and ये यहाँ से cut करो ये यहाँ से, which is a part of it, but not the majority part of it. But so far, ma'am, what I have derived from what you're saying is, first thing is I need to identify my processes, and what you have said to do that, break down your business into smaller activities. I think one thing that I really use, or we have used internally, is there's this value chain of activities by Mr. Poddar.
Value added statement. Every time you keep on seeing what is the value being added to the product, and that's how that's a way of breaking down.
Yeah. Ki har jagah, and there they divide it into two parts: primary activities and second support activities. Which is, let's say, when your goods are coming up, wahan se you're taking it up What step?
Inbound logistics.
Inbound logistics, outbound logistics, production के अंदर in facility logistics, wherever there is wherever. So and we can identify all these in a listed.
You're good, Anurag.
No, idea is not to. Idea is just to get whatever you said in a more in a.
नहीं, but ये जितना छोटा है. See, you're a young entrepreneur. So, you have so much of ideas. You're knowing so many things. But इसी को अगर एक right direction में imagine करो, Excel sheet की थी, अगर हर एक चीज का impact तुम खुद समझने लग जाओगे, तो you realize you're becoming a better business person with respect to motivating an employee or maybe, taking up decisions, because costing will help you take up all those decisions.
Yeah, I think a lot of decisions become natural.
Natural then. कि अच्छा मैं ये चीज नहीं, ये sunk cost. Now the terminology itself will actually soothe your mind. Instead of calling it a fixed cost, when you know it's a sunk cost. Relevancy of a particular situation. So basically costing helps you to take up costing की जो data होते हैं वो बाहर वाले के लिए नहीं, वो internal के. Internal उसमें you will be able to take up all possible decisions.
Got it.
Which on the basis of that छोटा चीजें जो तुम्हें you know but you don't know.
You have the data numbers, well then obviously you build on it. But there's a lot of things flow naturally.
Exactly. If you know कि अच्छा इससे मैं ऐसा करके कर और चीजें तुम unknowingly करते भी हो, without knowing it's a costing tool, and you are actually doing it. Only thing is knowledge of it will make you more, aware of what you are doing and the far-reaching impact of it.
Got it. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, very well put, ma'am. So far what we've done, की process identify किया, छोटे processes में तोड़ा. Once we have identified the processes, one thing that we can use is we can use the bigger expenses that have actually incurred in the business, and we can take those expenses, review them, and kind of connect them with the processes. Correct me if I'm going off anywhere. In the monthly review meetings or whatever the frequency is and size of organization is. And then next thing that we do is you use the word budgeting. And once you reviewed your process and the actual number against budgeting, if you can define, ma'am, what exactly would budgeting be for someone who's new to that term?
Budgeting is simply planning your course of action on a plain piece of paper.
Okay.
That's what budgeting is all about. So for example, if again we take up your example, so you would have a budget for yourself that okay, this year we need to publish so many books. Now that's the budget. Now this budget comes in from the sales team. Usually the flow of budget is कि हम इतना कर पाएंगे. From that basis, the production team will decide, okay, this is the raw material or whatever is what I need. On that basis, the operational team taking care of the raw material, labor, expenses will decide. Now once this budget is done, so you have that pen and paper, that roadmap is decided. Then when you actually start working, then you start realizing that was I too overwhelming when I decided on my budgets, or I need to revisit them, I need to rectify them. Were they achievable or they were not achievable? So this will help you throughout the year to set up something. If this is the first year, maybe by the end of second or third year, you would know that what is your trend, how you are improvising. And in between that, by using standard costing tools, you'll be able to understand the variances. You'll be able to understand that, okay, where I have overspent or where I could have avoided. So that's what budgeting does. So budget is the roadmap. Put it like this.
So your existing processes, matching the actual expenses, then you're budgeting for every process. Okay, this is what I need to achieve. I need to do these many books. I need to do whatever
You first budget. Then in order to compare how you've done, you put it against the actual figures, and then you find out the variances, and then you start finding out the loopholes. That can it be rectified? Do I need to take a corrective measure, or I was only wrong? Because there can be a managerial mistake also.
Yeah. And very easy to go wrong on your expectations or your targets, and sometimes, and also what happens is, or what might happen is you might be overly conservative or overly aggressive.
Absolutely.
Because ambition will drive aggressiveness and fear will drive, I think, conservatism.
When we were talking about costing, it is huge, but the purpose of Zebra Learn is very clear, that the person who's reading the book should actually keep on going back and back and using it for the purpose of understanding a concept and retaining it. So you as the top head has given that strategic thought process.
Okay.
Now the business team is actually आपके उस आइडिया को ब्रेक करना, राइट? उसके बाद टैक्टिकल टीम इज एक्चुअली पुटिंग इट इनटू ऑपरेशन. तो कॉस्टिंग क्या करता है, वो एक तरीके से इस पूरे डिसीजन मेकिंग का हिस्सा है, फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम टू दिस
Binds everything together.
यस. और उसमें अब जैसे किताब की बात करें तो इट्स लाइक ऐसा होना चाहिए, इतना होना चाहिए, इससे कम में होना चाहिए, इससे ज़्यादा में होना चाहिए. तो हो सकता है कई बार आपको लगे कि नहीं नहीं इतना तो होना चाहिए, राइट? बट वो ह्यूमनली पॉसिबल नहीं है, राइट? तो लगेगा कि अरे यार अब हमने तो यार ओवर टारगेट सेट कर दिया, बंदा तो काम ही नहीं कर पाया. तो ये मैनेजमेंट की गलती हुई. कई बार ऐसा हो सकता है कि भाई बंदा टू रिलैक्स है, उसको वो करना था और वो टाइम पास कर पाए. तो कॉस्टिंग विल हेल्प अस break all that.
Got
Let everybody be responsible for their work. Things will become
I think
better.
I think this is. Don't you agree? Then costing more than a skill is a mindset within an organization.
Very good.
Because
You have given me a line now. That's
very true. Because from what I get so far, ma'am, is numbers are a very small part of our discussions so far.
absolutely.
They have nothing to do with numbers. We have not touched upon any numbers so far. Which is my-
क्योंकि टूल बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो आप, बिकॉज वो टूल्स हम इम्पार्ट कर सकते हैं कि अच्छे फिक्स कर चाहे इसको ऐसे करेंगे, वो चीज़ें इम्पार्ट कर सकती है. बट इम्पॉर्टेंट इज इस टूल को पढ़ने के बाद हम उसको जो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं एंड उसका जो आउटकम है, दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बेनिफिट अ बिजनेस, एंड दैट्स व्हाई कॉस्ट.
And it's at a very local level, I believe. Actually, अब जैसे आपने एक board वाला example दिया, that had nothing, my board involvement था, it was done at a very local level between people. अभी I took another example, CAP. It was also done at a very local level. And in fact, if there is that thinking of costing and impact and not saving everywhere, but saving at places that are not adding value.
Both, you use the right word. Spending at places which is not adding value. That's what my intention is to tell you. Look into the processes. तुम्हारा इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं है. ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज इन्वॉल्वमेंट एट दी लोकल लेवल, और हमारी भाषा में एट दी execution level. Now that person needs to be told that why this expenditure had to be incurred. You know, the proprietary thought process develop हो जाता है.
Exactly.
अगर मैं खुद वो चीज करती, ठीक है, तो I would have taken up an order and done it. एक छोटा सा,
Yes.
and I would have been equally happy. खर्चे बचते. लेकिन हम अगर पूरे दिन के लिए करते, what value is it adding? I'm not going around the city. मैं होटल से यहाँ ऑफिस के अलावा कहीं नहीं, राइट? तो did it add value? So when costing concepts are introduced, everybody starts thinking, is it adding value? If yes, this needs to be done. If not, then why is it there? Right? And if it is adding value, then is there a different way of doing it that in a lesser cost, it could have still been achieved? If yes, why are we not doing that? That's costing.
So I think
So the first question is answered. Oh, what is costing?
that's fine. I mean, the entire circle. So ma'am, I have last two questions, and in fact, the first of the two questions you answered it in indirectly. I wanted to ask this: when I look at any cost, let's say a P&L cost or a cost that is to be incurred, what are 2-3 questions that you would ask for at a cost by cost basis? So to evaluate the cost, to evaluate that item.
Now, this is a very generic question. Now,
Or the time in context.
but I'll still try to answer it. If any cost needs to be incurred, first of all, I need to look into the always way of thinking has to be prospective. It should not be historical. It's like if that particular cost needs to be incurred, right? Then yes, वो खर्चा होना पड़ेगा, and उसमें फिर हम decision making part पे आ जाते हैं, finding out different ways if it was possible. Second thing which I need to look into when I am looking at any particular cost, is there a possibility like अभी जैसे मेरे उसमें faculty cost, faculty चाहिए, ठीक है. So I will look into this faculty cost needs to be looked at, but do I need to keep an hourly faculty? Somebody who works for 1 hour, I pay that person what? or do I need that person to be there with me on full-time basis? Do I need it as a variable or do I need it as a fixed cost? Now, this is going to be very important if I'm looking at volume. If I think like a business person, if I'm thinking in terms of volume, कि मेरी class में 100 बच्चा बैठेगा, ठीक है? Then in that particular situation, for me, paying somebody 1,000 rupees an hour or 1,500 rupees an hour is actually going to be more feasible. क्योंकि वो बंदा मेरे क्लासेस में 4 ही घंटा क्लास में है, मैं सारे 150 बच्चे उसी 4 घंटे में कर रही हूँ, तो मेरा खर्चा सिर्फ 6,000 रुपये, right? But if there would be more batches and that is broken into many batches and the person is required to teach for like 8 hours or 9 hours in a day, then maybe I should not take that particular cost as an hourly cost and I should take it more as a fixed employee, right? So I should look into variety of things depending on the business. So this is, as I said, a very generic question, but needs to be evaluated.
Yeah, because when you have a framework within an organization to look at every cost, I think that just puts everyone on the same page rather than just the management or the senior management, middle management looking at the costs. My last question that I had was on these lines. Anyone who's running an organization, a team, let's say 5 people team, 10 people team, or as big as, let's say, 200 people. Beyond that, I believe more corporate structures would start kicking in. And in this case, from a top management level, they want to, or even cost accountants within an organization or working with an organization, if they want to, as you said, it's a mindset. If they want to pass on this understanding of costing and pass on this mindset within the organization, what would be some steps that you would suggest?
A good question. I have not thought on that, but because yes, this is something when people hire a cost advisor, this is what they hire the person for, that what are the steps I should take up, because you're working in a smaller setup or on a bigger setup, definitely propriety is something which is very, very important. But looking at it, इसको मैं अगर इस तरीके से breakup करूँ, let's say a person, let's say somebody is a stock trader or a CA जिसका 3 जनों से बैठ के काम हो जाता है, तो उसको lavish office में खर्च करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, because that will not fetch him clients. So I will always advise a client to actually see what is the business he or she is in. If you are in a setup which requires a very big organizational setup and you need to actually talk about yourself, then you should really spend money on that particular aspect. This is one way of talking about. क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा होता है, जैसे एक रियल एस्टेट ऑफिस में मैं गई थी, उनका इतना बड़ा सारा ऑफिस था कि उसको देख ही लगेगा कि हाँ आपको घर खरीदना चाहिए या यहाँ पर इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, क्योंकि उनका काम ही वैसा. ऑन दी अदर हैंड, इफ यू वॉक इनटू अ सीए ऑफिस जिनका क्लाइंटील फिक्स्ड है, राइट, 6 आर्टिकल से काम हो रहा है, 3 सीए से काम हो रहा है, आप एक छोटे से ऑफिस में एक रेंटर पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज करते हुए, क्योंकि क्लाइंट आपके पास आप अंदर भी जगह पर हो तो भी आ जाएगा इफ़ यू आर अ गुड सी, राइट. हमारे टीचिंग की बात करें तो वी नीड टू बी, स्पेशली इन मुंबई, वी नीड टू सी टू इट कि स्टेशन पे है, राइट. सो देयर आर लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स विच एक्चुअली विल बी वेरी बिजनेस स्पेसिफिक, राइट, which जैसे for you cannot compromise on somebody who's editing or somebody who's writing or designing. They have to be good, right? You may compromise on other expenses. So that particular advice, I think, will flow from me only when I have the client sitting in front of me and I know the business and I know what is the revenue side and then what kind of competition they are in, how are they going to be placed, and that's when we start evaluating on a lot of things. I don't think I've been able to answer a little bit.
So basically what you're saying is just explaining the business better to your team, the revenue side and the cost side.
Basically, in the ops team, जो आप the meeting which you have, just being telling the people to be more cost sensitive and evaluating them with respect to the value addition itself will lead to a lot of cost control. क्योंकि कई बार as you said कि हम सोचते हैं ये हमारा हिस्सा ही नहीं, जब पीएनएल में आता है तो वो हिस्सा है, प्रॉफिट कम होता है तो उसकी क्या ज़रूरत थी. हम यूजुअली बड़े एस्पेक्ट्स को देखते हैं, बट कई बार छोटी छोटी चीज़ें बहुत बड़ी हो जाती हैं, राइट? सो that's right.
Ma'am, I'll just take a little more liberty. Last question I can just take. Anyone who's completed their CA or cost accounting or is very early in their stage, in their career. And I get, and also a business owner who's, let's say, started out, let's say, last 1 or 2 years. आप इन लोगों सबको क्या advice दीजिएगा from a, that will help their career grow, that will help them career-wise?
सबसे पहले तो जो मैंने कॉस्टिंग के ऊपर अभी एक किताब लिखी उसको पढ़ना बिकॉज दिस विल रियली हेल्प यू इन टेकिंग अप दोस स्मॉल डिसीजंस व्हिच आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, हम जिनको इग्नोर करते हैं. एंड व्हेन यू आर स्टार्टिंग अप अ बिजनेस, ऑफ कोर्स यू लुक इनटू द फाइनेंस साइड, द फाइनेंस स्ट्रक्चरिंग, वेयर यू टेक योर फंड्स फ्रॉम. If you believe on your idea, which that's a prime for any business to grow, I feel the first thing is I would always advise कि भाई be firm on your idea, and I hope that idea is taking care of the pain which existed. If that is the situation, taking care of of the finance side and the cost side, things will start rolling. Nothing else needs to be taken care. And when you say costing, automatically a lot of empathy level parts are also being taken care of.
And for CAs, ma'am, CA and cost accountants, anything for them career-wise, let's say professionally?
See, cost accountants usually, which I feel around is they do cost accounting because they want to do their own business. So they want to understand the nitty-gritties of costing. And as far as chartered accountants are concerned, most of the chartered accountants who actually want to start up their entrepreneurship journey, I think we usually concentrate only on the finance side. I think if at all they do something the way you are trying to do, कि ऐसे दिमाग चलने लगा होगा अब आपका कि मैं अपने प्रोसेसेस को ब्रेक डाउन कर दूँ, उनको रिविजिट कर दूँ, उनको देख लूँ कर. I think that is what I would tell. Otherwise, most of the CAs are, the advice to them, to all people would be, look at the opportunity cost. जो हम बोलते हैं but उसको follow नहीं करते. That is, if I don't do this and I end up doing this, so you need to understand what you are getting here is a cost to that second opportunity which you have actually taken. So if you are getting more than this, go ahead with this, else drop the idea.
Got it. And ma'am, very quickly, if you want to touch base upon the book that you're writing, that you've written.
I think from my side, I just want everybody who wants to understand the mischief of costing. Why I'm using the word mischief, because people usually say that this is only about doing step by step a sum, but it's not that. It requires some basic conceptual clarity for you to actually start appreciating. So the book which I have written and Zebra Learn will definitely make it more interesting is anybody who's whether trying to start up a business, or a student who is trying to do CA or ACCA or CME, should just look into the book for the purpose of understanding a concept. I find students struggling absorption of marginal. Marginal को लोग formula chapter बोलते हैं. It's not formula chapter. It helps you to take decisions. So that's what the book is called to do.
Wow. So I can't wait to get the book out. So very quickly, to summarize the execution show, what we discussed step by step, just to get the costing bit in order. First thing, as we discussed, get the processes sorted, identify them, understand them, and put a number against them, matching them to the numbers that you have, the P&L side. Key, what part of your process is incurring what cost? Going forward, budget it based on your past learnings. What should be the numbers going forward? And then actually when you're running the business, keep matching those numbers with the budgeted numbers on a regular basis. Can be monthly, can be quarterly, depending on the business. Also going forward, and that feedback loop kind of keeps running, and that just builds the costing infrastructure within the organization. And then a little bit of training and development, because a lot of costing related exercises are done at the execution level?
I have trained you in 45 minutes, so I think the book will do wonders.
That's the idea. That's the idea. So that quickly summarizes what we learned about
Yes.
costing, and also the fact that it's more of it's a lot of mindset as much as it is technical skill, and it is a technical skill as well.
I will now use this word. It's a mindset. You have given me a word.
Wow. So that was it for today's show, today's talk. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here, for taking out time. It has been absolutely wonderful learning this, and I can't wait to borrow from this and run back. Tomorrow happens to be a Sunday, so I'll have some time to do breakdown processes, and I'll get an Excel sheet running actually as an organization. So that was that. It was super fun for me. I hope it was same for you. Ma'am, anything that you would want to say as concluding remarks?
First of all, thank you so much. And one thing I would say, we have got young entrepreneurs here, Radhika and Anurag, who have actually conceptualized this idea of, making studying and learning to be an never-ending process. But that learning, they have made it so beautiful. And I just loved the books which I see on the shelves here, and that's the reason I am here. And so more than me, I think I loved being here in Surat with both of you and your team. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. And we would love to see you again in our sections going forward. Thank you.